Yo, what's good YouTube? VISHBEGAMIN here. Today I wanted to show you guys how to make the best Jaylen Brown video build on NBA 2K26 Next Gen. They don't have his template in the game, but I thought it'd be a cool idea to do because this is his like one season where he's kind of like holding things down on its own. And the Celtics are just on a total rebuild phase, and Tatum being out for most of the season, etc. You know, despite all of that, you know, he's still keeping the team afloat at least, you know, because like all they have is really him and, you know, Derek White and, you know, Peyton Pritchard. That's really the only good players, you know. And Anthony Simons hasn't really been living up to the hype either. So they lost all of their big men in depth because they just couldn't pay a lot of those role players forever. So I think this would still be a great, you know, sort of lock build that has some good, you know, shooting guard mentality. That's where I'll put it at. Even though he's a small forward, it's like, I mean, you could make this height and then like kind of go with a point guard if you want to. I was just trying to keep it at a shooting guard because that's his more so how he plays mentally. So if you're interested in how I go about it, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is name him Jaylen Brown, make him right-handed, jersey number 7. Gonna put him in the shooting guard position. Height is 6'6", weight 225, and wingspan is originally 7 foot, but I made it 6'11", so that way you can get goal set shot specialist. First thing we'll do is get the close shot to 84, so you can get the silver paint prodigy. Driving layup, I put it up to 85, so you can get silver layup mixmaster, silver physical finisher, and you'll be able to unlock Jaylen Brown's layup package. Plus 5 over here, we'll get that gold physical finisher. I recommend trying to go for that eventually. Driving dunk, I'm putting it right at 88, so you just have that perfect plus 5 window to eventually go for a 93 driving dunk for gold posterizer. One of those requirements to get gold posterizer, but try to get at least use one cap breaker to get 89, so you can get the pro contact dunks off 1. Also, that would be perfect, a good combination to use Jaylen Brown's dunk package. Post control, we're gonna go for 79, so that way you can get gold post fake phenom. The mid range, I put it at 89, so you can get gold set shot and all other silver badges. The 3 ball, we're gonna go with 83, so you can get bronze limitless. And then free throw, I put it around 92. I know he shoots more like 75-76%, but I don't think you guys want to shoot 75-76% from the free throw line in the rec. So I'm trying to give y'all like high free throw so you can shoot them more comfortably, not worry about the timing. Ball handle, I put it at 85, but you know, you could use, I put it over here, so that way you can have either use 1 cap breaker, get silver ankle assassin, or you can use 5 cap breakers and get gold handles for days eventually. Up to you about how you value ball handle, but I do feel like as a 6'6" guard, you should try to get eventually 90 ball handle. The gold handles for days I feel like I can ISO better with that than 85-86. Silver handles for days, I feel like I can only do half the dribble moves that I want to do. Speed with ball, I put it at 80 so I can get silver lightning launch and just more dribble styles, bonus takeovers, etc. The perimeter defense, I put it at 87 to get Hall of Fame off-ball pass. That's not too important, but if you want to get 92 perimeter eventually, that's there. And 87 perimeter, I just feel like it's fitting for who he is. Steal, I put it at 60 so you can get bronze interceptor. The interior, I'm putting it up to 60, so that way you can fit it one of the requirements to get bronze paint patroller. The block, I put it up to 78, so you can eventually get high flying denier on silver. The defensive rebound, we're just gonna go for 60, so you can at least have bronze rebound chaser. Speed, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Agility, I went for 76, so you can get the silver on ball menace. Strength, I put it at 85, so you can get Hall of Fame strong handle and golden movable enforcer, which will perfectly match the perimeter defense and help you finish around the basket. And then vertical, I put it at 78, so you can get the pro contacts off 1. And then I had one little stat I had nowhere else to put it on, so I just put it on the offensive rebound to match the defensive rebound. But yeah, solid 6'6" build, and you even get a decent block. You know, it's not 84 block, but it's also not 74 block either, and it's also completely better than nothing. And 78 block is pretty good for a 6'6" build. You know, if you have a lot of cap breakers, there's a lot of creative things that you can do with this build, from driving layup, driving dunk, ball handle, perimeter defense. But what I would value most is first the ball handle and driving layup, and then like the rest, you know, you can kind of like use at least one drive, to the driving dunk, and then bam, like that should have you set. I would say use your build specialization on finishing, because there's just more option to use your cap breakers on there for not just the stats, but also badges like layup mix master or paint prodigy, and then using a max +1 or 2 on physical finisher or posterizer, depending on what your playstyle is. So finishing seems to be the best bet for that. Now, although we didn't get shades of Jaylen Brown, I still think this is like a great build that resembles him. You get a cool name, most importantly. That's what people are going to look at the end of the day. They're not going to see what the shades of are. They're going to look at your stats and what your archetype name is. And you get physical two-way midi slasher. Yeah, so if you guys were trying to make a Jaylen Brown build, I think this is the best way to go about it. So there y'all have it. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like. I post build videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I also go live on Twitch on Sundays, anywhere from 3 to 4 times a week, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until then, I'll catch y'all in the next build video. Peace.